All right, good morning, YouTube. It's about 6:30 on Sunday morning, and daylight savings time just ended. So I was thinking about it. I remember where I was a year ago when daylight savings time ended, and I was out there digging footings for that project, getting ready to try to do a concrete slab. So I just thought I'm basically done. I'm all signed off and permitted, and I say loosely done with this 50 deep by 40 wide, um, my dream garage. And this isn't like steel building style construction. I'm in California here, and I see a lot of YouTubers do barn-dominium um, stuff, and dream garage stuff, and their figures are 30,000 bucks. And I'm gonna tell you that's not what it costs to do it here. So here's one side of it. I'm gonna include all the figures with that huge solar system. That's a 16K solar. That's 50 panels up there, 320-watt panels. It's enough to run my whole property here. And I'm obviously not in the city, but it's still a pretty high cost of living area here. So let me introduce my project as an essentially finished project, and I have the past 2 years invested in getting that done. Um, 2 years is what it took to get it done. About 1 year was actually really productive doing the work. 1 year was a lot of site prep and a lot of red tape and permitting and planning and architect and civil engineer and all kinds of stuff. So those are 18-foot eaves and a 28-foot peak. It's bigger than it looks from back here. All right, so let me add a little context to this as well. You can kind of see if you look around. This is where I live. It's pretty expensive here compared to most parts of the country, and you can't just do what you want. Um, Not only because half communist California, but also we're in an area where it's kind of like a homeowner association. So stuff has to be approved and has to match the house. So that's what I just built. That's a neighbor. She's an avocado farmer. That's her shop. That's my house. This and this have to match, or it would be in violation. So as an example as well, this is my closest neighbor here. He built, that's his house. That's his, similar to what I did really. It's an RV garage with living space as well. I know his number was 485 grand to do that. He is a doctor, owns an urgent care. He didn't do any work. He hired everything out. Everything, period. This guy just built right here. He's a lineman for SoCal Edison, and he just built the house only. And he didn't tell me exactly what he spent, but a lot of money. It's here to build like the main house and do all this stuff is pretty much gonna be $1 million. So it's a little different than what other people are showing on YouTube, which is the reason I'm gonna try to bring you along with like my journey of everything I've done as just a blue collar working guy who is, dual income, no kids, stretching every dollar we got out to be able to get this type of stuff done, and had a little help along the way too. So let's go over there. All right, we're getting closer, but we got a couple little distractions slowing me down. I mentioned this fire tank too. This fire tank is part of the cost because I needed to put that 5,000 gallon water storage in to get permit to pull that, to pull the permit to build that. And also right here where that's the old dirt, this is the new dirt, it's freshly graded. That's a septic leach field, so that's going to be also included. No way to hook up to sewer here, so that septic tank was part of the project as well, which required separate permitting and separate design. So now we're getting there. So you can see regular 2-car garage door. That's 7 tall, about 16 wide, just a little under that. And then the RV door, 12 wide, 14 tall, full size to fit a Class A motorhome or whatever. I don't even like motorhomes. I don't have a motorhome. I have no interest in a motorhome. When I went to permit it, I told them I was going to be able to put a lift and maybe work on some cars and stuff, and the county was not having that. So I said, oh, okay, never mind. It's just going to be an RV garage. And they said, great. We love RV garages. That's fine. So here's a little perspective. You know, it's stick framed, 2x6 construction, very, very thick insulation. Had to meet that for Title 24. It's stuccoed. It's got eave detail. It's got wraparound clay tile. It's got custom made fire resistant vents. All the lighting, extremely high efficiency and fire glazed custom windows by Milgard. Got outlets all outside. So this was the driveway and walkway. It's kind of dirty right now, but I tinted it tan to give it a little, this is kind of like a front patio. Here's my solar disconnect stuff. Got this door with the blinds inside. Can't really see the solar from here, but I've got full seamless gutters, downspouts. The downspouts are buried and dump out in this little water flow here, and there's another one on the other side. I had to do, when I did a lot of the grading, we had to pull all the rocks out for seismic. When you do construction here, you need to basically level the pad, and then I'm gonna zoom out. You basically level the pad, and then take 3 feet of this pad off, pile it up someplace, and then sift it to get any boulders out. So all this was underground rock right here, all this big stuff, all that stuff. So I had a guy, grader, come, and that'll be an episode, I guess. Come and pop those out of the ground and put them in a pile. I bought a skid steer temporarily, which I then sold to put back into the project. But I moved all those rocks while he was doing the grading. But we got this all nice and graded, and then I had to have him verify slope into these, I don't remember what they really call that. It wasn't a swale, but a riprap little space, and I have a drainage pipe. So they're very concerned here about where the water is going to flow, which is why this downspout here is tied into that one. So when it rains, none of this water rips through this DG. It all goes where it's supposed to go, and an engineer had to verify that. Another pretty complex part was this boulder right here is 20 feet in the ground. It's a huge boulder. This is just the tip of the iceberg here. So I actually cut 18 inches into that, rods, pinned it, had to have a witness come out and witness me do the work and epoxy it in so I could use that as a footing, because that boulder would have otherwise had to be rock popped or broke off. So this is a covered porch right here. You can see I still got some concrete form boards up. It's all totally waterproof. Above us is a deck. This is a custom made fire vent, all lighting under here. So this is about a 600 square foot deck area. Hey, this is coyote territory here, so I gotta keep a close eye on them. These are the solar rails. I just finished the little expansion on the solar, so I just kind of chucked them there for now. But it's got a dual zone, high efficiency ductless AC system. I did a 5-foot wide walkway here, and that ties in a driveway where we started. So we'll start in the shop side. Let's go there. There's the little shot of the deck from the outside. Hey, watch it. Come on, we're going in. All right, so now we're inside. I also ran fiber to this building. So that wasn't a huge cost, but I did have to put in a big 1,800 foot long. It was an 1,800 foot long trench. I was responsible for about 900 feet of that. So Frontier people came entrenched, and I bought all the conduit and laid the conduit. Otherwise, they were going to direct bury. It's got a big, I guess it's not that big. It's really only a 100 amp sub panel here. Solar's tied into it. 2 7K inverters. It's early, so it's just starting to pick up now. So all the solar stuff will also be included. I guess I better turn around here. Everything is a huge mess because this is, my goal was not to do open house style. Hey, this is what I built. I got a lot of stuff I'm still fixing. So like my pipe wrenches are out because I was just piping up some connections for a well. Like I said, 50 deep on this RV side, 20 wide. That's enough for 4 cars. If I really wanted to use this as a four car parking, I'd probably have to eliminate the bench. But this is more of a workspace for me. I got a lot of stuff that I'm working on. I mean, just a month ago, I had a skid steer in here and I did about like 40 hours worth of work on it and sold it. I bought it cheap, used it to move all those rocks, used it for construction, and then fixed it up and cut it loose. So this is, for me, a big workspace. I can work on anything I want in here. I mean, anything that'll fit within a 14-foot door and 12 feet wide. So I can pretty much work on literally anything. Ceiling height is freaking high. It's 28 feet at the peak, 18 foot at the sides. Those lights are LED. They're just wired to a smart switch, so I can turn these lights on and off with my phone. I've got the one vent there drywalled in, and I got the other one here with an attic fan to pull. So I can regulate the temperature in here pretty well, but I also have in the wall here a 30 amp circuit going to a disconnect. So I actually plan to put a mini split AC system in here eventually so I can have heating and cooling. But with the county permitting, that starts to count as living space. And I'm going to tell you, the permits on this sucker are about $20,000, and not even to mention the fees year after year after year. So I don't know. I'm not sure that I'm going to even heat and cool this, but if I want to, eventually I can, and it won't count the same as living space. This is a functional actual post. That post right there, I just happen to remember, was $200, and it anchors into a bracket that's set deep into the concrete, and it holds up a big beam right here that we had to swing in. That's another episode. This is all plywood. Everything is drywalled. Everything is textured. These windows from a distance don't look that big, but these windows are, gosh, I'm trying to remember, 4 feet by 8 feet or 6 feet. They're 6 feet tall. And like I said, haven't really cleaned a lot of stuff up. I got 50 amp 240 charging stations. That's required in California. But also eventually I'm going to get either plug-in hybrid or EV. I really want the new Hummer EV. But that's a lot of cash right there. And so I put the money into this. And then there's a little more to the story. So you can see, I mean, good view from these. From a distance, this is basically a 2-story. And my house is a single story. So I needed to make this look like a single story so it doesn't look like I built a huge apartment complex behind my house or something. But the windows are sweet. This right here, I popped the cover off. This is the well pump, or the well motor. I can't get the pump. It's on like 3-month back order because of Build Back Better and everything. So this is a sprinkler system. Yes, it's got over 100 PSI in it. And there's, it's pretty hard to see it. So those little caps, there, that's a system that was required, again, for permitting. That alone was over $8,000. So here's my toolbox, fridge, workspace, mess, tools freaking everywhere. A lot of projects, several bikes that are mine that I haven't used, so I actually have to fix them before I can use them again. Golf carts, my wife's parents. Over here, this is basically a double deep 2-car garage. I pulled my truck in center because I'm spoiled, and I am not really trying to fit a lot of stuff. But as you can see, really, this is a 2-car parking space. This ceiling was 9 feet. So just regular door. In California, you have to have battery backup garage door opener, so it has that. I've got another 50 amp 240 for a EV hybrid charging station right there. Again, all plywood for fire barrier, all drywalled, all textured, all painted. All this paint is not antique white, but Swiss coffee. So this I'm actually planning to do some finish work on. the reason that these stands and all that stain and paint is out is because I'm working on these beams. So these beams are they're a weathered wood finish, but I'm actually gonna darken them up. I'll show you upstairs, but that's going upstairs as a finished thing. This is the machine I used to do a lot of work around here. It was hammered when I got it. It's been outside for 20 years. I just literally went through and cleaned it all up and LED'd it and Rust-Oleum and did the wheels. And so like that's the type of work I do right there. I got a tractor to do. I got these beams to do, and I'm gonna do a mini excavator. And then I'm gonna clean everything out and get it really nice because those are my last big projects. That's actually it's not a shotgun, even though it's a shotgun case. That's actually just an air-powered pellet rifle for around here, squirrels. If the coyotes come, I'll shoot at them, probably not hit them at a distance. So this is just the shop bathroom, I would call it. It's just it's a half a bath or a powder room or whatever, but it's actually pretty nice. Got the deep sink, that was a Costco find. Got the mirror there, just a toilet, just basic. It's a barn door and fans. The fan stuff's required here. So functional fans. I got the wall mounted barn door slider type thing. So these were pretty sweet detail. So we're kind of going for not really a barn. I mean, obviously this floor was, the retail on this floor was $12,000. You don't put that in a barn. But this is kind of like farmhouse style, but shop as well. So this is a hybrid hot water heater, high efficiency heat pump style. I'll kind of see it's on hybrid mode right now. And a nice storage space under the stairs and some leftover quartz. And again on the barn slider. Hey, what are you ripping up over there? Come on, let's go. So got a nice fire door here, and it's got really nice gaskets. So if I am doing work, I really seal the work smells and stuff into here. It's also why I'm going to knock out the last of the paint work over there. And then you can see here's my spare tire for my Hummer that I got to get back under there. Speaking of that baby, I'm going to do some work on that, but I'm going to do that at work. I'm thinking about restoring that truck because I like it. I don't really like any of the new trucks besides maybe the Chevy Beast that just came out. So double glass doors. Again, it's all the low E, super high efficiency. Everything was all required, but also it makes sense. This is tiled floor. All the baseboards, as you can see, I mean, I did all the baseboards myself. I caulked them all in, painted them. Gives a little contrast of like the Swiss coffee and the bright, clean white, and same with these lights. I don't really need to save electricity. That solar system is so overproducing, doesn't matter, but we'll leave it on. Let's go ding dongs. So here's an extra wide staircase. I think it's 48 inches wide, wider than it needed to be. The reason why we did the wide staircase and the rail on this side rather than this side is this whole aspect from here forward is for my wife's parents. So this project was a lot of money, I'll tell you at the end, but this is not justifiable for me. There's the fire rating. So when we found out what it was going to cost to build a place, we talked with them and said, hey, if you think that you want to retire here, because look, it's California, it's crazy. Too many people, too much traffic. However, traffic's not a concern here. This is a 5-acre minimum lot size for miles and miles. And yet we can be in San Diego just over an hour. You can't beat this weather. So we said, hey, if you want to do it, we'll build you a place. I'll pay for the garage side and you'll pick up for the living side. So that's what we did. So they'll be retiring here pretty soon. Look at the wild animals. So I did the staircase. This is solid oak right here. Red oak, 48 by, I think it was by 12 and a half or maybe 11 and a half. And then the backers, the risers are melamine board or something. I did the rail as like 1-inch plumbing fittings and just gloss coated the pipe with black. So let's take a walk up here. This is like, to me, I think it's a super nice living space. Back to what I was saying. If I want, if her parents get tired, I could put a stair lift right on this wall easily. Just boom, plug it in and run them up run them down. That was the only concern. You know, you're older, you want the lower level storage, but I'm going to tell you, or the lower level living, but I'm going to tell you why I wouldn't do that here. So here's the living space. Like I said, I think it's super nice. 2 projects remain. One is this pony wall cap. We're going to do a finished wood. And 2 is this beam that we left exposed. So I was up here playing with the beam, doing some different colors. I think we're pretty settled on doing this one right here. So that's like a nice rich color to match the floor, a nice brown. So this whole beam will be done, and in the master bedroom, we'll go there in a second, will be done. So we get this from the back corner here. In fact, I'm gonna let the door, I'm gonna open the door so I can go play. Come on. So this is 1,000 square feet living space. And this is a 600 square foot deck. This is totally waterproof. It's all framed with a microlam beam. And then it's coated with a plywood, then it's coated with a rubber underlayment, then it's coated with some liquid stuff, and then it's coated with this, they call this Dexatex, or it's basically a lightweight plastic concrete. It feels like you're walking on concrete, except it's just a little rubbery, almost like a running track. So that's lifetime warranty. This is all galvanized rail, so this was pretty tough to come by, actually. So like what I say, I don't know, it's probably going for 7 now, but I'm in short sleeves. It's November 5th. The weather's just sweet. And then, you know, so they'll have that door, they'll have this door. This ladder's up here because we were up there doing the solar. So again, clay tile, gutters, all this stuff. So this is a pretty big space. This adds 600 square feet. It's not living, so it's not taxed like living space. California loves their taxes. I came from upstate New York. They love their taxes, maybe even a little more. But out here, you know, we're planning to put some patio furniture, a table with an umbrella, maybe a table for 6 chairs, maybe 4. So basically, this is just gonna be outdoor living, and we get, shoot, I don't know, maybe 20 days a year, 30 days a year of rain. So that's kind of an advantage. So again, this floor on the bottom side is the ceiling for that covered porch. And then about 100 yards out, there's a yellow sign right there, forest. So we got bobcats, mountain lions, coyotes every single night, packs of them. So this is kind of the reason that I would not put first level here. You know, we've been living here over 4 years now, and coyotes will come running. You know, I've been out here doing work and had a bobcat just blow right by. And we got small dogs, and they got a small dog. So I said, you know, I don't think, I mean, when you're older, you want first floor living, but not here, because you let that dog out, it's gonna be gone. So here, they basically can be outside, but it's safe. At this elevation, you're safe from any kind of land animals. Now, I can't say much for the owls that come out and whatnot, but this is 30 acres of avocados here, not mine. That's my neighbor, she's an avocado farmer with the shop there. So there's also a little water drainage here that I actually didn't have to put in, but I wanted to. So this whole dirt road ties into our driveway within our gate, so they could use this as an access road. That was already here. That didn't cost any money. Again, lights everywhere. It's the only first little stage of patio furniture I've put. I hear a little noise here. Let's see what we got. Yeah, it's just it's quail. It's a big old flock of quail right there. Let's go in the other door. And again, we put a hose up here because this is all waterproof. You can hose this off. This is strong enough to support a hot tub if they really wanted. All outdoor receptacles for power. So again, we got this door as well. And it's got a door stop on it, so it'll stop. So the space is basically 50 deep, 40 wide, plus a little pop out for the stairs. So we had to add to this rectangle so that we could do a straight shot on the stairs. Otherwise, we would have had to do stairs, landing stairs at a 90-degree bend. So basically, there's a 5-foot pop out right here that's walled in. That was to get the straight shot. I did the floor as like a 24-hour resistant laminate wood with a nice underlayment attached. So we got big windows here. These are 4 tall, 6 wide, 12-foot ceilings in the middle. I think it's at least 12. Yeah, it's 12 foot. That's the mini split, custom done cabinets. So these cabinets were made exactly to the size. So rather than doing like, we didn't have enough room for a 24, so rather than doing like an 18, he could do like a 20 to maximize the space. Custom island quartz, all from one slab. I did the backsplash as a subway tile with white grouts, real clean, with a rolled edge on the window, all stainless. I think it was brushed. Actually, I don't remember if they call it brushed stainless or whatever, but kind of more of a matte stainless here. The deep sink, not a farm style. We were thinking about doing the farm style, but we did just the regular deep. Electric range, over the range microwave. There's lighting in the cabinets. The cabinets are all soft close, really high quality stuff. Same, it's got room for a counter depth fridge, kind of more as a built-in a little bit. So built the box around it. We've got the extra wide cabinet drawers here, and you can see it's kind of like oak lined. Double trash. The dishwasher. I mean, to me, this has pretty much got everything you'd really want in a kitchen combined with a living space in an open concept with the fan. They'll have a TV and a mantle here with an electric fireplace. And again, that beam is going to be sweet. And I saved everywhere I could. Farmhouse style lights. Like I said, there's backlighting in the cabinets. We got the pantry here. It's full walk-in pantry. Keep a lot of food in here because the grocery stores aren't real close. And it's got a backlight and a really cute little door right there. When it's dark, this kind of glows out that, and you can see the pantry design a little bit better. So again, all recessed lighting everywhere. There's another sprinkler. It was the thin LED recessed lighting. It's just super high efficient, and you know, this place lights up really bright at night. That's a whole house fan. So I got a door open. I could turn it on. So basically, if you like the outside temperature better than the inside, turn this baby on, and it starts pulling in air from whatever's open to kind of circulate and help you control the temperature. They're real common out here. They're common anywhere in the West, really. So just a whole house fan, but it's a very quiet one. And then we got this hallway cabinet here for this laundry area. So the laundry stuff is exposed, so that's why I thought it was really important to put it up on a little pedestal, make it neat. We put a tray under here. They're nice, clean stainless matching units. The cabinet here with the matching quartz here to here. This cabinet, that cabinet, this cabinet, all matching. I put the electrical panel right here. So we did a sub. That was actually an afterthought. We were going to pull everything from the main down there, and then by the time I was running like 30 different circuits up here, I said, forget it. I'll just do one big circuit and do a sub. That'll also be figured in the cost, you know. So just, again, nice. They were custom-made cabinets, soft close and everything. This is a solar tube, and this is a solar tube. So currently there are no lights in here, and it's a little early still, so it's not real bright, but it's bright enough to walk. So those actually are domes up on the roof. This is the actual light and fan. And then here is the master bedroom. So we went full good size master bedroom. I don't remember the number, 12 by 12 maybe. I'm gonna say it's definitely 12 wide. I think it's 12 by 12, or maybe even bigger, maybe 12 by 14 with a closet, but we didn't actually want to put closet doors. I just feel like they was getting in the way. So we'll do a custom closet build in there. Closet's got lighting in it, obviously. All recessed stuff. There's the other half, the mini split. There's the other beam we have to do. We had to do fires, smoke detectors, carbon monoxide detector, combined units that are wired together in the attic. So if one picks up an issue, it'll make the other one beep. So Anybody in the house will be definitely woke up. Again, got the big windows here, looking at the National Forest. So these are the, again, mill guard, warranty for life, high efficiency and everything. Pre-wired, pre-put in some stuff to do a wall-mounted TV, baseboards, everything. You can see there's my house over there. I think this is a killer space. And each room can be controlled independently. One room can be set to a different temperature than the other room. And then, we got, the fan, everything, all the lights, sprinklers. So last stop, bathroom. Spent pretty good amount of money on the bathroom. Tiled the floor. To tile the floor, we had to put hardy backer and do a seal and everything. Again, matching cabinets, although from a different supplier. This one was a pre-manufactured one with a marble top. But still, soft close, really high quality stuff. The similar type of brushed finishes all throughout, matching, undermount sink. Built the medicine cabinet into the wall to save a little space. Farmhouse style lights, which I may shut those off right now so you can kind of see what they look like. It's nice. It's all a little kind of farmy stuff. Now, this is a cool feature that we did on this one, because we don't actually have a heater in here. What we did was each of these switches are lights. One is a fan. Okay, that fan is exhausting. The next switch, if you listen, is different. Little lower RPM. That's actually an electric heater built into that fan. And then, just typical toilet. Good, strong handholds here. So this is like ADA compliant. And a minimal toe step just to get into the shower. And again, big, strong ADA compliant handles here. Big, strong ADA compliant handles here. So as they're a little older, all they need to do is just barely get their foot up, and then they got a full stand-in shower, no curtain, no nothing. We got porcelain marble style tiles. We got the cutout here. Guy who did the work did clean work. It was a little difficult dealing with him. I didn't do this part, but he actually got the lines to line up within the cutout. It was a clean job. Nice corner bead. Single handle. This is a magnetic style, really easy to use. You don't have to do anything except just tug on it and then magnet it back up. The channel drain was kind of pricey. This shower right here was actually pretty tough, because to get this shower to be this flush, we needed to slope it. And if we were to slope it, starting from the same as the floor, it'd end up way high up here. So we actually dropped the floor 2 inches so that we could get it to be basically level when you step into it, and then lower recess. So we built a soffit on the bottom. A lot of details going into this. And we did a solar tube as an alternative to a window. Weren't really feeling the window idea. So in here, there's actually no natural light except the solar tube, which works pretty stinking well, to be honest with you. And then I did live, actually the last stop's gonna be up here in the attic. So being that, this is 1,000 square feet of living space, 100% usable. We don't want to clutter it up with storage and junk. So what we did was put it in a nice attic and totally drywalled it. So I'm gonna head up here. I'm actually holding the camera in the wrong hand. This is the handhold, but it's all good. So, not doing much up here yet, but as you can see, that orange pipe is actually the sprinkler, fire protection sprinklers. Got a couple outlets, got a little knockout to make it to that side of the attic. Some lights, some spare flooring, but you can see this is totally drywalled end to end. So that way it's not like a dirty insulation attic. It's a clean little spot. You could put some storage. We could put some shelves up here. We could do a few things. There's the other vent. Some of the plumbing we left exposed because that was going around a big structural post. These are for the fans to exhaust. These are the solar tubes going up through. So this is, another couple hundred square feet of Basically, this is a closet that you have to walk up attic stairs to access. So I'm actually gonna kill the light here. And like I said, there's outlets and everything up there. It's pretty nice. Some people would joke this could be a second bedroom. I wouldn't use it for that. There's no need. We got 4 bedrooms in our house over there. If they, you know, if they have, you know, my wife's sister's kids over or something, they can stay over there. So it's I don't know. It's a really cool living space. It's an amazing shop. It was quite a project, I'm not gonna lie. And real numbers, with me doing all this work, as much work as I could, working with subs, working with, you know, working with the framers every day. I did the concrete on a barter. I mean, I saved a lot of money. But a project like this with permits and fees and stuff, still $300,000. So and realistically, I got to look over some numbers, because I'm gonna say it was probably a little closer to like 350. But that would be with everything. So, I guess I should do a separate one on the financials specifically. But this is what I've been doing for literally 2 years. And so there you go. It's Riverside County, about an hour and a half. Yeah, maybe that's a little high. Probably an hour and 15 minutes from San Diego. Probably like an hour and 15 minutes from LA. An hour from Orange County. Orange County's right over there. The ocean is 20 miles this way right here. Still get the heat, but this is you could do this in California if you can spend that kind of money and do a lot of that type of work yourself and help keep your sanity. Because what traffic? All I just heard is a rooster. There's no traffic, and a lot of the California problems are removed from here. But if you can pull it off and still make good money, you know, I commute to Orange County, make more money, and I bring it back here and survive off of it. So yeah, it's just be the intro to a whole bunch of videos on how to do this.